The Earth doesn't need saving. The Earth isn't dying. The human race is creating an inhospitable environment for itself. I keep seeing all this, save the world, save Earth stuff. The Earth isn't dying. The environment is changing for sure. The environment is changing because of the human race. The environment is changing in a way that will eventually kill off the human race and probably most of the other wildlife on Earth. But once humans are gone, the Earth's environment will stabilize and return to a state that is void of the human race. It will just take time, something the planet, not the humans, has on its side. It is not exactly the world that they are implying but the life in it. I think everybody calling for action on climate change knows that. The Earth isn't going anywhere until the sun blimps up. This is one of the biggest technically I've ever seen. 65 million years ago a massive meteor struck the Earth that killed a majority of the life on Earth, creating boiling hot conditions that we can only imagine. Yet, despite this unimaginable horror, life continued to survive that incident and even thrived afterward. I think life on Earth will continue, no matter what we do. Human life will survive as well, in the long run. Humans are one of the most resilient creates on the planet, able to inhabit just about any and every extreme, from the hottest of tropics to the coldest of ice tundras. Over our tens of thousands of years of history, we've survived it all. Every predator, every climate, every disaster. Human life continues. Why do people think this is some big revelation? No one thinks the Earth is gonna sunder apart and turn to dust. R/I'm 14 antithesis deep. This isn't nearly an unpopular opinion, especially on Reddit. And when people are talking about saving the planet, roughly 10 times out of 10 they're talking about saving it from other people. Another post arguing syntax. Post a post sounding controversial, then say exactly what everyone else agrees with. This isn't unpopular. You know damn well that everyone agrees with what you are saying. You are just playing with syntax to make yourself sound intelligent. Even that is an exaggeration. We might not be able to continue living the same way we are now. We will have to adapt. As the most adaptable and advanced species in the Earth's history, our extinction is unlikely. Dude, geological timescales are irrelevant. There have been multiple extinction events in history, but the timescale for recovery is millions of years. Considering all of human history fits into 2 million years. That's a big fucking deal. The world ending would be meaningful for all relevant timescales available to human comprehension. When people say the world will end, they mean that it will affect or eliminate most life on Earth, which implies millions of years for recovery. Like, how pedantic to say, yeah, it'll all be fine millions of years from now, so why worry? It strikes me as an obtuse, if not willfully ignorant, interpretation of other people's argument. So tired of seeing this same post on Unpopular Opinion over and over. ZZZ. There are a lot of other species that live on this planet. In other words, you don't care if everyone dies, and you're angry at people who try to prevent the demise of humanity. Why is that? I thought this was going to be a climate change denier. Turns out you're just bitching about technicalities. Well, of course the Earth itself isn't going to end its existence, lol. But that doesn't matter, we just need to save the life on it. You said it's going to kill humans. Okay, then let's save humans and stop complaining that people are technically using the wrong language. As a previous user pointed out, George Carlin said it a while ago, the planet is fine, the people are fucked. It's an idiom and you, along with everyone else who posts this every week, are taking it far too literally. No one thinks that the Earth is going to crumble to dust and disappear. Destroying the planet means making it inhospitable for humans and the rest of the species currently surviving on it. Not really sure why this needed explaining. This is stupid. This is like saying the shitter doesn't need to be cleaned. Why? Because we are going to shit in it. Common sense seems to elude people. Yeah, but we should probably not kill us all and the other species. I like how this has been repeatedly monthly since this sub's creation. How about you come up with an opinion instead of repurposing the opinions of others? It seems like an admission of stupidity at this point to copy-paste ideas you agree with under the guise of having an opinion. But Reddit will lap it because much like those who repost this shit, a new breed of young Redditor hears something and goes, yeah. Save the humans. Global warming won't fuck us in the ass, but it will future humans. You seem to be defining the planet as something separate from its living ecosystems, and that's confusing. I think the bigger thing is we're dooming a lot of Earth's other life due to our selfishness. If we die, but the others didn't deserve it. The biosphere is extremely robust. The ecological craziness that has occurred since life began on Earth is so tremendous in scale that you'd be sure that thin layer of life on the Earth's surface couldn't last, yet here we are. We could kill ourselves, but we're also clever in organized groups, especially when we're in a bind. My money says we don't solve climate change until after the fact, when the decline in population has been so severe that we're back to BC population levels. But we'll probably persevere in some way. And we may even have the science to engineer our climate in a century or two. So no upvote or downvote from me. I sometimes ponder if this is what the Earth was intended to do. If the human race does die out, the Earth will go on. That's called natural selection. Life will always prosper. Can I post this one next week? What makes you think a warming world is going to kill off the human race? I think overpopulation is the main problem. Too much people equals too much materials. Too much materials equals too much plastic. Too much plastic equals too much CO2 and land. Too much land equals no space equals ocean pollution, and too much CO2 equals deadly. And so on. This is very misleading. Scientists have already noted that the advancement of humans in our current age is already creating one of the largest extinction events in Earth's lifetime. I hate this hot take, because I think everyone knows this what you mean when you say the Earth is dying. Besides, it's not just us. Species are going extinct all the time because of our influence. We should be making a more sustainable world for both the preservation of these species and ourselves. Honestly, I consider the death of every living thing on the planet to be the planet dying, and if we keep in the same course we are heading there. We are heading towards a minimum 4°C warming, and I think the reality will be 6°C and Earth becomes another Venus in a few thousand years with everything living on the planet dead. https://www. reddit.com/r/unpopularopinion/e24ck2/we_aren't_killing_the_planet_were_killing/. Your opinion is as stupid as it is unoriginal. But lots of the animals that we have and will make extinct will be gone and never return. The dinosaurs never made a comeback. Nor will the thousands if not millions of species that we will have wiped out. The planet may recover in time, but it may not be hospitable for any species for a very long time. It may even turn into a desert like Mars. The problem with this is its opinionated vs facts. It really annoys me when people say this crap. The Earth will continue its hypothetical lifespan well into 4.5 to 5 billion years in the future. It will be consumed by our star when it reaches the red giant phase, along with every other inner planet. Although by that point our planet will be a lifeless rock in space. Point is, the opinion of the Earth is dying really shows the ignorance of people. This is neither unpopular nor is it an opinion. It's a saying. The Earth is dying means that we are killing the species of plants and animals that inhabit the Earth. Also, this is a repost. This is objectively one of the most pointless opinions that I've ever heard of. How dare you? Yes, we've seen Carlin stand up about this too. It's funny, but also, fuck that, because I would rather humans not kill themselves off. Earth can't kill us if we nuke it enough times. Is it unpopular? No. Will it get tons of karma? Most certainly. Well, many other species are currently going extinct because of us. So I think it would be fair to say that the Earth is dying, since humans will likely be one of the last to go. Yes, but we're taking other things down with us. The Earth isn't dying, but this doesn't mean we aren't ruining it. Is that George Carlin? I mean, you're right. Personally, I think that the human race should die out. However, I don't think it's ethical to continue doing things that are harming the other species that have been here longer than us. Not inhospitable for all, just many. We're also killing off every creature, so technically, no, we're not liking the actual planet, but we're killing everything that makes it a planet and not a mound of rock floating through space. No, there are already people that have shelters and the know-how to live if the world start having 60+ degree days for months. I think it's always been implied that save the earth really means save the earth for humans. I don't think anyone is realistically implying the structure of the planet itself is in any kind of peril. Well, looks like we got a scientist here, lol. We should take funding from NASA's space exploration and put it to use for re-establishing our environment. I don't know what they're looking for up there, but there's nothing there that'll benefit us. Literally everyone knows this. Repost from, like, a week ago. I only disagree in the fact that humanity is going away. Humanity is not going anywhere. If the environment is too hostile, the strong, adaptive, and smart will endure. Setbacks like this will only push our evolution further. Even though we have artificially slowed down human evolution, nature still runs its course. This is what most environmentalists mean. People who are educated in even a small amount of environmental science know the Earth itself will always bounce back. The problem is, the climate change we are increasing the rate of will likely lead to another mass extinction, which will include us. Yes, we want to preserve the Earth, but specifically we want to preserve the current state, keeping the ecosystems and organisms that exist here alive, which includes us. Everything is connected in nature, so saving the Earth equals saving ourselves.